Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, longtime listener. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. We got another tutorial coming your way, and this one is a beginner's guide to the community center in Stardew Valley. So it's not going to be super in depth, but what this video will give you is a general understanding of how to actually access the community center, what you're actually trying to accomplish there, and then some of the end game kind of results of what happens when you complete it or choose the alternative Joja Mart route. So, for starters, I want to talk about the community center itself and the fact that it is the one building in all of Pelican Town that the mayor was kind of in charge of keeping up, and he let it get completely dilapidated and now is basically hinting at you that maybe you should try and figure out a way to get it fixed up because he's busy working on a golden statue of himself and hanging out with Marty uh, against everybody else's knowledge kind of on the down low. So he's busy doing non-mayoral stuff and he's asking you to essentially fix his giant catastrophe that he has left behind. So as of the 5th of spring and onward in your first season, anytime between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. on a day where it is not raining, if you enter the downtown area coming from the bus stop, it will kick off a cutscene where the mayor is going to show you the community center, which is completely dilapidated at this point. So there's these little living apple dudes that live in there called Junimos. You kind of mistake them for rats. He's like, dude, what is your deal? Maybe you should come back at some point and check out that rat problem. So it kicks off a little quest. As soon as that cutscene is over, go back into the community center, go to the left and then down into what is the crafts room, and there will be a little scroll there on the middle of the floor that you can interact with. It's going to be in a language that you can't understand because it is the Junimo language. Those little animal or the live apple dudes that bounce around. The next morning, you're going to get a letter from the wizard, and he's going to tell you to come on by his place, and he is going to make you drink green frothy goodness whenever you get there. And you're going to get all kinds of stoned or drunk or whatever. But the bottom line is now you understand Junimo language, which means when you go back to the community center, you can read that scroll. So when you click on that scroll, it's going to pop open a screen that is going to show you different bundles that it's asking you to donate items toward. Um, so typically they're broken down by season or kind of item, etc. But the bottom line is there might be 4 items that is showing you, and you might have to donate all 4 of those, or you might only have to donate 2 or 3 of them, depending on which room and which bundle that you're looking at. So kind of be aware of that and try and focus on the ones that are easier to get if you don't need to get all of them to complete a bundle. But once you complete a bundle, you'll get a reward for that. Early on, the first bundle is going to kick off the ability to then go to different rooms in the community center. As you complete more bundles, it's going to unlock all the different rooms. There are 6 different rooms. There's the crafts room, pantry, fish tank, bulletin board, the vault, and the boiler room. And each room has several different bundles that once you complete, you get a reward. And when all of the bundles in that room are complete, the room gets completely done, the Junimos fix it all up, and they give you an even better reward. Like, for example, they might fix the bus that you can then take to the desert, or they might remove a boulder that gives you access to the quarry, for example. So, again, as you complete rooms, you will get not only the reward for finishing the last bundle in that room, but also a larger reward for completing the room itself. And then when all of the rooms are complete, you'll get a big cutscene and it's going to tell you that you're the hero of Stardew Valley. It's amazing. They don't know how you did it. The apples will say goodbye and say that they'll never see you again or something along those lines, but you'll see them again, so don't worry about that. But that's the gist of how to get to the community center, how the rooms work, and then how to actually complete it and kind of what happens at the end. So the bottom line is that is kind of what Stardew Valley is centered around, is the community center, at least the early part of the game. So it's probably a good idea, especially for first-time players, to go that route. Now, you do have an option to actually select going the Joja Mart route, where you're going to get an offer to sign a membership at the Joja Mart instead of going the route of completing the community center. So if you sign that Joja Mart membership, you will no longer have access to then complete those bundles in the community center. Instead, what you'll have to do is essentially donate cash flow to the Joja Mart, in exchange for certain rewards, like fixing the bridge to get to the quarry, or fixing the bus stop, for example. So things like that is going to be what you get instead of the Junimos fixing things up. It'll be JojaMart fixing things up. But a lot of folks prefer the route of completing the community centers. And again, highly recommend it for first time players. I think that's it as far as everything that I wanted to cover, but I'm sure there are a lot of other questions that you might have. There's a ton of information on the wiki, stardewcommunitywiki.com. Check that out, and there's information on the community center and just about everything else that you could possibly want to know. Or hit a comment below, and I will try and provide feedback or answers whenever I get a chance. But I appreciate you watching. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.